This will be a short video, that's what I always say. We won't be putting your content back up on YouTube. This is on another channel. Your appeal, if your appeal was a warning, you will not be given another warning in the future. You're just guilty. If your appeal was for a strike, the strike will remain on your channel. We've reviewed your content carefully. No, you didn't. Because the title of the video is, the FBI did not confirm Hunter Biden's laptop, and the virus death rate can't force you to take a vaccine against it. The video was about how you're not being forced to take vaccines and how Hunter Biden's laptop was not confirmed by the FBI. These are factual statements. I don't think I've ever posted something non-factual on my channel unless it was a grave error on my part and then I immediately retracted it or chopped up the video to where it didn't contain anything that was negative or, more accurately, inaccurate. We know this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. Yes, I know, making it a safe space. It violates our medical misinformation policy because I accurately quoted Wikipedia, the CDC, and the World Health Organization on the death rate for COVID-19 being 2%. In fact, I gave detailed information and the reason I had posted that. YouTube is run by a bunch of assholes. And I'm going to say it again. I've said it before. Because YouTube as a corporation, because Google as a corporation, because Alphabet, which is their superlative company that they run under, cannot under any conditions just do the right thing at all, because they don't have they either have employees that don't feel empowered or they're just not paying attention. And more accurately, because their bot routine judges you in a way that is not just not just superficial, but just fucking wrong, there is no reason to believe that this bot routine that's used to make them money by providing advertisements targeted correctly works at all. I've emphasized this in every time they do this. If you trust Google and YouTube to provide you with quality click-throughs to sell your product, you are a fool. This would be like trusting Microsoft Corporation with advertisement campaign. You'd be better served to avoid them. I don't find them to be credible because their bot routine can't take a title that explicitly says you're not being forced to take a vaccine. The death rate is actually 2%. It's not medical misinformation. That's a really bad death rate from something that can transmit as easily as a fucking head cold. This isn't medical misinformation. This is the consensus of the medical world. It's deadly. It's too easily gotten. So I'm supposed to ignore that this is an indication that obviously you didn't review the video because it says so right in the videos. Data, the title, description. I'm supposed to listen to some company, some big corporation pull this shit. I'm at the bottom of the barrel here. I'm literally at one of my lowest rates right now. I have flu-like symptoms from a digestive tract problem. Probably, for all I know, it's a blockage or an alien that's going to pump out of my chest in a minute. Hello, madam. Hello, madam. But I get to deal with a large corporation that can't find its ass with both hands and a map. Or they're just doing this because they can get away with it. There isn't just a little bit of maliciousness in these nasty responses that are wrapped up to be so nice. No, you didn't review anything. No, it's not medical misinformation. I cite my citations. You can look at the World Health Organization and the CDC. And I stated that the CDC did not produce survival rate numbers or death rate numbers for the most part because it was too dynamic. The World Health Organization did because we've been in this for long enough. We have an actual real case fatality rate. So the video is not going to be titled anything about that subject matter. The video is going to be titled Why You Shouldn't Trust Google, Alphabet, and YouTube to Accurately Target Ads. I'm afraid that this needs to become a meme. You really do need that. They don't correct their bot when it makes mistakes. They are afraid to. It's not just a rumor. Several people who used to work for Google and whatever are under gag order, but they squealed anonymously. Yeah, we get punished if we contradict the bot. It's the one thing we're not allowed to do. Even when they absolutely state, no, your video doesn't violate community guidelines, they still do one little petty thing or another to restrict its access. This will happen to you and me and everybody else. And someone pointed out that me being in favor of this happening to the king of lies on the internet, there's a lot of them, but one of the major ones being Alex Jones, then they came for me. I can understand that. So I can understand that. They are not doing anything to restrict medical falsehoods at all. People make money doing this. They get ad click money. Google profiteers off of lies. They know that. There isn't going to be any reckoning because there's no way of punishing them. For good reason, by the way. But it is disappointing dealing with a corporation that fucking big that has to go out of its way to prove that it can wave its dick around like this. It's like you're literally killing off a video because your bot said so? You're punishing me? You're going to silence me because I posted a video where I literally went along with the official narrative? That's what people complain about. It's like, no, I don't go along with the official narrative. I just make sure they're not lying to me. I've criticized CNN for milking every news story. I've criticized everybody. I don't go along with anybody. But the trouble is, when you can't do better than CNN, you're doing shitty. Okay, it's a low bar. But anyway, you shouldn't trust Google with your ad money. Because their bot routine gets basic shit wrong. Seemingly on purpose. That's it. Thanks for watching. Good day. Good luck.